Moist has made the adjustment. Only 1 minute they needed to be able to get the clears. Now, Kaio with Yanks up front. Great save by the Moist guys. They were able now to control the ball. And going for the pass, but Yanks with a great interception.
What a block. Who's first? Joyo gets rid of the lines. But Furia are tackling. Moist are holding on with everything they've got.
Vatira, the read of the century as well, managing to keep that one out. And that took a lot of risk and a lot of nerves.
Welcome to the orange side of the field. We haven't seen it all game. 2 minutes down, off the wall. Kaio's got his back turned. Instead, he waits. Joyo in. That's a playable position for Moist. Joyo back down.
It's over.
Oh! This is it. Vatira calls it. Off the backboard. Joyo tries to get the play going. That's still in a dangerous spot. No back and forth. It's turn after turn. No
Rice. I mean, that's a fitting name right there. Way over the air. So much speed, so much power. Moist with the first goal of game number 7.
After 2 minutes of holding on, Moist get the one.
Oh!
But then let it slip.
Karma for Los Angeles. Karma for against Space Station. Furia back in it.
Time after time. It doesn't seem like momentum is a thing for any of those teams. Like the other one just won it as much as the previous. And now the ball very close to the net. Furia somehow was able to get it out of the way.
You could feel the tension rise. It's right in front of the net. Nerves are peaking now, with both teams making the mistake. And 2 minutes of some of the toughest Rocket League they'll ever have to face.
Moist have taken over. The opening few minutes belong to Furia. Now looking for the backboard yet again. Card. Exceptional and exquisite play back to the corner. He's got his team back in position. And now they look for their chance. But they've got to get it past this midfield hold that Moist seems to have. Demo, Rise, leaves it for Joyo! Crossbar! The fourth man!
So close for Moist. So close. I mean, they're doing so well with their offense to break up Furia's defense, but then just inches away of getting the goal. They're not able to do so.
Creativity is key, and Joyo receives a creative pass with Vatira. It's still going to be in the Moist offensive half. An area that's been spent a long time in this game, but it's Yan who's been doing it all. He's found it in front of net. And so many close chances. It goes the other way too.
Back into the midfield.
What a laser beam. What a read from Joyo. And he was so calculated. He saw the player Furia. He started on the sidewall and he said, the ball is falling right here and it's mine.
He's a peach of a man, and that's a peach of a shot. Moist 2-1 up with only 1 minute remaining.
They might be about to make it 2 as well. Joyo plays the time, but that's right into the path of Card. Still keeps it going. Can't get another reset. He'll be allowed to a block. That's troubling though. 50 seconds. Joyo takes a first-time shot. Moist just don't want this in their side of the field.
Yanks way up high. He has Kaio up front. The pass for goal, and it's just Joyo with the save. How he could see it.
That was astronomical. How does he make the read? Moist have kept themselves alive. 30 seconds remaining. Let's go.
Card infield, taken away. Kaio now looking for the backboard. That's so awkward though. Kaio bumps it off. Now comes the follow. Into the back of the net. 2-8. We keep going.
Glory for Yan. Glory for Furia. They will not sit down.
You were calling him. You wanted to see the goal from Yanks. He is here when they needed him the most.
15 seconds. Joyo with Vatira in midfield. Yan intercepts. Yan wins the challenge, but Vatira helps. He keeps it away. Moist did not let this drop earlier on. Now they're up against it.
devastation. 10 months of hard work on either side. And I'm so glad you can all be here to see this. Furia! What a moment.
It finally happened. All the potential. Everything that we knew Furia had. And after coming so close in LA, after being one of the top teams over in London, they finally put it together. Semi-final date with BDS. Your winners, Furia!
How can you not feel good for them? They've been struggling so much. They've been doubted upon. They've been working so hard. And now, they are here. After calling Yanks, you know, like, is he good enough? Is he really that good offensively? Can he do it? Can he step up when they need him? And he made all 3 goals for Furia on that match. 2 of those in the last 30 seconds, probably. How much more do you want from them?
We have Kaio, the great one. We have the king. And now we have the god. Yeah, has managed to do it. Everybody in the arena, make some noise. We're heading to some history in the semi-finals. I cannot believe it, Shogun.
Mate, I'm done.
You're done.
I am so tired. I am emotionally spent. Thankfully, we can keep going. Semi-finals coming up soon, but Orb is waiting for us on the stage.
Dickies Arena, you've already been loud, but I'm gonna need you to be loud one more time here, please, for Furia. It would be a mistake if we didn't start with a question of going through those last moments, because in terms of esports in general, that's going to go down as one of the most exciting finishes to a match. Talk about those final moments.
Well, as a coach, it's extremely stressful to sit there and pray that we win. So I'm just, my heart is pounding so fast.
You've taken down the mighty Moist. Many consider them unbeatable. They've been on such a good run. Here you are, victorious over Moist Esports. How did that come to be?
I mean, we've just been preparing for this tournament for months, and just in the last week, we've done so much coaching and training, 10-hour days of practice. We want it.
Now, we had a timeout for Moist. Was that when you started feeling that maybe there's a crack in the armor for you guys to take control?
Yeah, after we took that timeout and started getting some momentum on them with some of those games, we knew we could beat them.
Next up, you got BDS. If you could look into the future right now, what would you predict the outcome be for that match?
Probably another Game 7.
Would you guys like another Game 7? All right, well, there you have it. Guys, give it out one last time for Furia, making it to the semifinal against BDS. But just like before, we got more Rocket League in store. All right, G2 versus FaZe coming up next. Battle for NA.
We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
We have to tell everyone that we just switched to Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just $30.
I've already told everyone.
Wait, did you say Verizon for just $30?
It's their best unlimited price ever.
$30? That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's from the most reliable 5G network in America.
For $30 a line, I'm switching now.
Yeah, it's easy. And you get $960 when you switch the whole family.
Wow, I gotta let my buddies know.
We're already here.
The network you want, the price you love, only from Verizon.
This might not be your car, and this might not be your engine. Maybe this isn't your morning routine, and maybe these aren't your coworkers. Perhaps these aren't your standard driving conditions. Far from it. But this is your oil, which means you're one of us, doesn't it? For serious engines, on and off the track, upgrade to Mobil 1.
The Bronco Raptor was built to go over any type of terrain. Yep, that's right. Any type of terrain. The Bronco Raptor, built wild, Rocket League edition.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
Oh. Unlucky. Oh, what's up, Joyo?
Yo, what's
up,
up,
man? Oh. You all right?
My finger, no.
Did I break it?
My
I
finger.
changed it up. That's my bad. Man, I'm so bad at this.
Yeah, honestly, you guys played crazy in that match the other day. You, Arsenal, Daniel, you guys are like all crazy, but I think you're one of the most mechanical players in the world.
Wow, that actually means a lot. Thank you, bro.
I actually got to run. I got scrims in about 5 minutes, but I'm gonna take your trash for you.
All right, you sure?
Yeah, of course.
Yo. How you guys doing?
What's up, bro?
Yo,
Hello.
how's it going, Nolly?
Not bad. And yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. Let me get the chair for you.
Sure, thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. See you guys around.
See you later.
See ya. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected it.
Me neither.
Ugh, this clown again. You're so trash, you suck! Come on! I'm so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you, I'm embarrassed for your parents. What are you doing? You dropped your popcorn.
So toxic.
We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. This an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small. Money grows from my intuition. I just bought a crib, that's my first edition. People hate it when you claim a vision, but I use a static when I hit ignition. Hungry moves, I'm faster in a minute. I stay fresh to death, I'm in a mint condition. Forge a heat, no matter where I've been, and give me any place, and it'll be a kitchen. This how we flow to the top. I'm on a wave and it never gonna stop. I hit a 3, now we running the clock. 24 seconds, I still block the shot. I'm making this an eternal spot. Permanent stain in the flow, ink blot. Don't step to me when I get too hot. I'ma end your life and it's all you got. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. This an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small. Homemade flow, I'm a PVC. There ain't one player out doing this like me. Heart rate froze, check the EKG. I hate wasting time, no eventually. Routine work when nobody see, but I ain't feel the stress, I know it's meant to be. 30 beats, I'm on a killing spree. I made every song in my discography. Yeah, that's every cent, every dollar. I ain't trying to listen to a broke scholar. Making moves to make the money taller. To the cash topping on the Eiffel Tower. Labels calling, I won't wear their collar. With my own drive, I can take it farther. Do it myself, don't ever bother. Been self-made now, shout out to my father. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall.
When FaZe Clan need a miracle, 3 heroes will always step up. The first killer on the scene is usually this guy, but underestimate the others at your peril.
There's no pass back in FaZe. Back to first.
Space, back to first. Killer places it well.
Every hero has their kryptonite, and failure to share the spotlight can leave FaZe Clan's not-so-secret lair very breachable indeed.
Oh, out. Oh, man. Quick transition.
Away.
Quick shot.
Time after time, they've seemingly had the big bad in their sights.
First killer gonna get the quick pass. It's difficult. First killer slips across to the right and puts it in.
But then succumbs to the Championship Sunday pressure. Now, they've had the time to train in the shadows and prepare for the moment the entirety of Worlds is on the line. To win it all, FaZe must overcome their fiercest enemy, themselves.
The permafrost has finally been melted, and it took Fury to do it here. 7 games in the most unlikely, most improbable, against all odds, against all previous statistics. Furia takes down Moist Esports to advance. I cannot believe I'm even saying that sentence, DJ.
One of the best series I've ever seen live, if not the best. I think the word, if I was to pick one word for that series, euphoric. I mean, happy tears from everyone, sad tears obviously for the Moist boys, but could you have scripted a better series, a better moment? Game 7, and that was the moment. We were calling for a moment all day, all week long, all World Championships. We need that one moment, and then Yan said, you know what? I'm one of, if not the best player in the world. It's my time.
Yeah, it wasn't just the Game 7. The game just beforehand was one of the highest flying, most offensive games we've ever seen, with probably 4 top 5 plays in it. And then we went into that Game 7 where, as Wavebunk alluded to, against all odds, breaking the team that goes to match point, winning every series curse, breaking the Game 7 Moist curse, also breaking the post timeout curse, Moist taking one just before. You know, everything was going against Furia, but they managed to pull it off in the final 3 seconds.
And they battle back twice. They're down 2-0 in that series. Have to battle back to make it a 2-2 series. Then it was so incredibly close of a Game 5. I might have put out a tweet that saying there's no way Moist make this 56-0 streak lose, but it happened. Furia battled back a commanded Game 6 win, and Yan, I'm going to say it, best player in the world right now, no question.
We still have 3 series to go. I'm sorry I have to be a downer here. Sorry I have to be a downer here, but let me tell you something.
But these
Yan
moments.
versus Vatira. You called it out, Wave. Yan's offense versus Vatira's defense. You saw it in the last 2 seconds. A game winner, Vati in net, Yan up high. And Yan, he just had the better day, man.
I mean,
oh my God.
I had the privilege as well. I thought I better choose the side. I went upstairs. I went with Card's dad. I was up there in the Fury because I wanted to feel something. You know, I'm not a player anymore. I needed to feel the tension. I felt the tension, and when Yan hit that shot, 3 seconds left, that winner, Card's dad fell on the floor, and I was just holding him, and we were just screaming into each other. They were all crying upstairs. It was one of the most, I'll cherish that moment forever.
It's incredible, and it's only going to get better from here. Let's take a look at the bracket. We've completed our quarterfinal matches, semifinals on the way.
3 Game 7s. We only had 3 in this entire tournament coming into today. Now we're 3 of 4. The players are putting on a show on Championship Sunday.
Furia going to face off against BDS a little bit later on. We'll give them a little bit of a break here. But for now, who represents North America in the grand finals? G2 Esports taking on the FaZe Clan. What a battle.
I would just like to welcome everybody to the G2 Invitational. G2's got to be the favorite the rest of the way, and FaZe Clan have been playing admirably so far. The Diz buff has been real, but we're going to see what happens in this series coming up.
It's crazy. We have whittled it down to 4 teams. Semi-final action begins now.
North America sent 6 teams to this World Championship. Now, only the top 2 North American seeds remain. Our first semifinal features FaZe Clan and G2.
The battle for North America rages on. It's only fitting that for the semifinal we get the #1 and #2 seeds from the region duking it out to see who truly is the best team from NA.
We got G2, and after that Atomic trade, they can't do anything wrong. They won basically like 50% of all the tournaments that they've played in after that roster move. But FaZe, we all know they are forever 4th. They want to break that curse as well. We've seen other curses broken. But for right now, G2, that #1 seed, they want to prove why they're the best in North America.
There he is, Atomic, the North American MVP, on stage. One of the most unique movement patterns of any player at this tournament. Wall dashing, very efficient with his boost. Flies faster than anyone I've ever seen through his pre-jump anticipation. But he is the player on this pitch to watch for G2.
100%, and then the man to his left, Chicago. I saw some things on Twitter. When he's putting the top spins, when he's slotting his shots, G2 looking like one of the best team, if not the best team in the world.
The #1 goal scorer in this entire tournament right now. Chicago has surpassed everyone. G2's offense is clicking. And then finally, we got to talk about JNaps, the veteran that's been kind of hinting at retirement if he wins. I really hope not, but we all want to see him win that world championship.
Is there anyone in North America who has had more success, T-Bates, but still yet to hold that world championship trophy?
Not a chance. This man's an absolute legend from the Naps.
They
in the
complained
middle.
last time I started with CJ.
Both these teams made all 3 majors. The best international average placement team, though, is FaZe Clan. They did better than G2. They fell out of the top 8 twice. FaZe Clan might not be able to win just yet, but they're saving it, Bates. They're saving it for the World Championship. So I'm going FaZe Clan.
Bregan.
Oh, I didn't know which way we were going.
Not
Whether
going
we go left or right.
I'm going to Bates next. You know.
Okay, well, look. I think the way we've seen these two teams play today, I think FaZe towards the end of their series looked very strong, but it was up and down throughout the series. And I want to see teams that can consistently play their style throughout the whole series. And I think there is only one team who plays simple, consistent Rocket League, as well as G2 do. G2 are going to be my team just because they have a game plan that works and they're able to reproduce it every single game.
There was one series in the group stage that everyone said that felt like the grand final, one overtime. And that was G2 Furia. And I feel like they've got a date with Destiny, so I'm going G2 as well. I think they're going to be making it all the way to the grand final.
Can you imagine the rematch?
Listen, man, I love Raul, but you know, I called it the G2 Invitational for a reason. G2 will be North America's representative in the grand final today.
I think I love Roldis as well. And I said FaZe is going to win this whole thing. Give me FaZe in this one, folks. An interregional battle. I'm excited to see which one takes it down here. Let's see what the fans at home think about this one. Pretty
G2
close, but not really. 2/3 there in favor. The Army in chat.
Get up and get loud!
It's game day, folks. We got to send a team to the grand finals. NA will be there. It's just a matter of which roster in red. One side, G2. The other side, FaZe. We've got Stacks. We got Daz. We got Isaac App on the call. Let's get down to the Verizon Skybox.
like this. FaZe Clan and G2. North America's 1, North America's 2. Only one can go through to the grand final.
Diggers Arena, get locked in. We got G2 and FaZe starting right now. And it's going to be a lot of high-flying action.
Oh, we just got a thrilling series, but I can only hope we get the same level of mechanics, the same speed, and these teams certainly have what it takes to give us a thrilling match. And right away, we've got some offense from FaZe Clan going off the backboard. 2 players up, a double command from G2 Esports. Maybe a chance to strike early for FaZe Clan, but JNAP says, no way, I'm going to clear this ball out.
A couple of players that are not where they started this season. Finding new homes in the middle of the season for the better in the end. Out in front for JNAPs. Looking for another shot at glory. But there's First Killer going up against Atomic. And guys, for First Killer, oh so close now to playing for our world championship. With the ball taken right away from him. And now AJ's got to take over.
So close here has been FaZe on the opening attacks. Just those final shots, not necessarily being on target. We saw G2 have some form of a counterattack here at the beginning of this, but the pressure has been all FaZe of the opener. Typical Atomic with the block, follow from First Killer, also blocked out as well. The G2, when they're on that counterattack, they don't keep the ball for long. Look at that cut. First Killer right on top of it. They're back in the upper third again with another testing ball, and Atomic makes that stop.
This is the true test against G2's defense. NRG had some moments, a couple of highlight plays, but for FaZe Clan, they are going to be hammering the net as often as they can. And G2's defense will truly test themselves, and if they can hold on against FaZe Clan, and of course, First Killer, who can basically fire from any angle on the field and find his mark.
Difficult now. We'll give that one to First Killer. Here comes FaZe Clan with AJ to his right. Won't be called immediately into action. Trailing behind the play. It's Diffical's shot that is easily dealt with by JNAPs. As AJ had one go out towards Stiff, but it won't reach him. And Atomic testing the defense, and the defense passes with flying colors.
Still, though, love what I'm seeing here from AJ. You saw him moving upfield kind of in that second man position. The ball got away from him. He left it for Difficult, then used his boost to keep the ball in front for FaZe. They've been keeping an eye on how G2 move, and they're going to have to play things perfectly and share the ball if they want to be successful on these drives.
Difficult up the ladder as Chicago and JNAPs crisscross. a long, arduous journey for many of these players to finally get this close to a world championship. Pop-up opportunity for Chicago. The leading scorer in the tournament doesn't convert, but JNAPS does. Top left, 1-0.
This is how threatening Chicago can be. All three players of FaZe Clan expected a flip reset, expected a shot to come through. It didn't. And then here comes JNAPS with all the time in the world to make sure he's accurate and find the top corner.
And that's what makes G2 such a threat, because even if Chicago doesn't get the touch, you got JNAPS, who's one of the best shooters in the world. He shows you there. AJ, though, blocked down from Atomic. Can they save it again? Yes! G2 can, as they keep this a one-goal game.
JNAPS did not score in their quarterfinal series, didn't need to. All he had to do was give the ball to Chicago. It could be the recipe for success here, but right now it's FaZe Clan on the attack. And Atomic will finally relieve the pressure for G2, trying to bring this to ground and put it in a spot for Chicago to run onto it. And now first killer. He's got Sypical way over. Can he get back into the play is the question, as AJ takes charge and JNAPS makes sure Sypical doesn't have a clean read.
FaZe Clan, though, have a powerful approach on offense, finding solid positioning around the net. I think it's going to be one midfield pass that could end things, end the drought in game one for them. Sypical up for the challenge, doesn't find it. First killer following up there in the second man position, and Chicago's looking to go off the backboard. Easily intercepted from AJ. FaZe Clan. Really fundamental gameplay from them, just waiting on them to end this curse.
First killer got over one, but just narrowly missed. Looking for an equalizer. FaZe have had 2 or 3 near misses that have been oh so close, but still held scoreless in game one. Remember, G2 working on 3 consecutive shutouts to close out the series with NRG, as first killer will bring one to the corner. And well, he got around Chicago, got almost around JNAPS, but G2 hanging on, trying to squeeze out the rest of the life from game one.
Final 30 seconds in game one, and FaZe Clan have yet to be successful on offense. G2's been keeping the ball away from him. Almost putting in another one in Chicago! He does it, and it's a 2-goal lead for G2.
AJ, as the third man was rotating in quickly, he had the positioning, had the save, but then just didn't get the touch. It rolls in 2-0 for G2.
21 seconds remain. FaZe needs an all-star kickoff right here to get themselves back into game one. Else G2 is about to put together another shutout. This is one of the best defensive performances we've ever seen at a world championship as G2's masterclass continues.
They're so good, Stacks. They're picking apart FaZe Clan right now. Look at that shot from JNAPS to get it around Sip like that. Picture perfect from the all-star shooter. He's locked in.
And they've had to play more defense in this game alone than what felt like the entire series against NRG, where they were just pressuring them nonstop every single minute. It felt like they were on offense. They've had to play so many seconds in their own half, finding staying. JNAPS has got a couple of predictions himself, and this ball will stay in the air. Eventually it drops, and we see G2 Esports show up right in front of us.
2-0 shutouts, 3 games in a row to close out NRG. And now a 3-0 shutout to start off against FaZe. G2, we've talked about teams wanting it more, Daz. It doesn't seem. Maybe on the other side, Furia, but there might not be another team that wants it more than G2.
See, Staff, you on the screen, coach of G2 has the game plan, always communicating. This team, when they are on, they play on a level that no one else can match. And for FaZe Clan, the challenge there is to match them, as that was a very dominant game one performance there from G2. I mean, everybody getting at least 3 shots from them. And on the other side of things, also getting at least 3 saves from them. As you see the stats on the screen, it's going to be a challenge for FaZe.
They had to work for that. They've given up 1 goal in 6 games now.
Ridiculous.
1.
Ridiculous.
That is the stuff world champions are made of. But there is still a whole series ahead here. You know that FaZe surely has a lot more in the tank. But that first game has to be an aberration. Otherwise, this is going to get real ugly real fast.
You talk about wanting it more. Of course, G2, everybody remembers them and their grand finalist spot, Season 7 versus Vitality. They're one series away from making it back into the grand finals. But FaZe Clan, the young guns, the rookies here at the World Championship, at least in First Killer, that man alone can lead his team all the way through. AJ's got some experience, of course, Typical as well. We'll see if that comes together. All three pieces are going to be needed if they want to take down G2 Esports.
Chance here for First Killer, and he strikes, getting the first goal for FaZe and the first goal in Game 2.
Well, there we go. So much for the shutout. As FaZe gets on the board very early on in Game 2, First Killer getting the helper from Typical, and First Killer, you know, he absolutely wants this. It's been almost written in the stars that he's going to win one of these sometime. No better time than right here, right now in Fort Worth.
My goodness.
And First Killer kept that one out. And here goes Typical on the counter for FaZe, and Atomic stopped that one.
We talk about First Killer and the things that he wants to accomplish as well as the rest of FaZe Clan, but getting past this G2 team who are as resilient as some of their fans, that is a tall order. Right now, a minute into Game 2, you saw them almost able to equalize, but FaZe still able to hold on to the lead.
Good aerial play there from JNaps to force a 50-50 in the corner. Then he also takes the boost. A solid look of possession. Demo on the field from JNaps on First Killer. And then another one from Chicago. The pressure is mounting for G2 Esports. Just waiting for that one slip-up from FaZe Clan. Somehow they have broken away and fend off against G2's onslaught.
Finally a clear. First Killer does get that redirect, bounces off the back wall. JNaps to Atomic. Atomic gets the second touch, won't be able to get a third, but look at that, Chicago on the wall, immediately able to get the read. Fantastic positioning here, G2, everywhere FaZe don't want them to be.
What's he doing up there? Reading the play, that's what. But FaZe Clan still up one goal. There's 3 minutes left, a little bit over, as G2 taking boost, putting on shots, but it's not shaking FaZe Clan.
Starting to look very similar to G2's last series, where they throw the shutout in Game 1, get one back in kind, Typical, backboard, and late coming in is First Killer, and JNaps not fooled at all by the high backboard ball. And now here goes Zip again around Chicago and through Atomic, but still just a little bit wide. Another close call as FaZe Clan nearly gets another. They have certainly had their chances. We said that about NRG as well, but FaZe Clan have been much closer than G2's previous opponents as this goes all the way back. First Killer avoids the demo, then gets one of his own, and that ball rolls wide.
This one is battle of speed and precision. As both teams have really solid, good reads on the field, they're trying to disrupt each other. It's a fast game on and off the ball. As again, we're just seeing a lot of boost grabs, a lot of demos, or chances for demos to get, because G2 want to make FaZe uncomfortable on the counter so they can find an open lane to punish.
Early shot from JNaps does get saved from FaZe Clan, and for me, I think FaZe Clan, they got to play the long game. I mean, the key against G2 is relieving this pressure where they can put on 7, 8 shots in a row, it feels like, in just one possession. And they've done well so far, getting clears out, finding flicks like this from AJ. This allows for time for that third man to get boost, get back into position, and that's what NRG were lacking in their series. FaZe Clan have found it in game number 2.
There's a lot of nervous energy inside Dickey's arena right now as Typical nearly converts on a worldie, but instead it remains only the 1-goal lead for FaZe Clan, and I think that's why a lot of their fans might just kind of be a little nervous because they've had chances to expand this lead like that one there, but have just come up short. Keeping the pressure on though is AJ. Now he's got options in the midfield. Gonna take this to ground himself, and Chicago waiting the whole time, and another goal line save. G2 have given themselves ample opportunity to come back in this game as they deny FaZe Clan again.
Atomic looking for an equalizer. First Killer, great touch out.
First.
G2 trying to slow things down, gain control. FaZe Clan trying to out-pressure them. Less than a minute remaining. Atomic trying to get control of that, but won't end up reaching the ceiling. G2 wants to make the most out of these drives, but for FaZe, they are all over the ball, making it as hard as possible.
This is it, the final 30 seconds approaching. G2 Esports have held their own on the defensive side, but have come up scoreless on offense. They need something. This is their chance, Stacks.
20 seconds remain for G2 to avoid FaZe Clan leveling the series. Atomic's got to get out of his own back line. He has got this to Chicago. Try to set up JNaps. He's way back. There was nobody to receive that ball.
He's got boost.
5 seconds now. JNaps, have they saved their best for last on Aquadome? Atomic can't reach it. And FaZe Clan tie the series.
That was a tense game 2. Even